Hey up everybody, my name's Joshua Morrison, director of Jonny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about Jonny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence. So for the past 4 or 5 months now, I've been working on this film. I've been calling it a feature film and I've been going around talking about it, and that's how this whole channel started, was me trying to make a platform where I could talk about this channel and do little updates as I made progress on this film, right? And so I did a few videos like, day 1 is complete, day 2 is complete, etc., etc. I did a couple of videos with various crew members, did videos about, just buying stuff on Amazon that I needed for the film, did all sorts of little videos just about the making of the film itself and all the little bits of the process. Generally stuff that doesn't get catalogued normally in behind-the-scenes documentaries. It's not really a behind-the-scenes documentary. It's just me rambling and talking about stuff, as I have been doing for about 200 plus videos now. And I think doing these videos kind of got in the way of making the film Jonny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence as a feature-length project. And so I've had this idea, and it's been whirring in my head for the past couple of weeks, because I've been making the film chronologically, and right now I have about 30 minutes of material. And I've been thinking, why am I stressing out over making this a feature film? Why am I so about this thing being feature length? And I was thinking about some of my influences and the things that I like and enjoy, and none of them are films really. Like, Jonny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence is inspired by a few things. I'm Alan Partridge, David Brent's The Office, This Country a little bit, People Just Do Nothing a little bit, things like that, right? And they're all TV series, and I'm trying to make a film, and it's almost like a demo sort of thing, it feels like. And I feel like I shouldn't be making this a feature film. And I sat and I looked at some of my footage and I thought, I have episode 1 just done, ready. Why not make this a 6-episode season of television, right? That will go onto the internet still for free. None of that's going to change whatsoever, and I'll still try and get it on Prime and Tubi TV or whatever, right? And it'll be on YouTube as well. But I think maybe it'd be more fun and easier for me as well, and better for you because you'll get more content if it was made into a 6-episode mini-series, season 1 of Jonny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence, right? Because if it's a feature film, it would be like 80, 90, 100 minutes, right? But if it's a series, and each episode of the series is like, 28 minutes long, that's like 3 hours of telly, right? So you're getting double, right? But you're getting it over a longer period of time. So I've done episode 1 now, right? And I'm taking a mini break while I sort out some other projects that I've got in the pipeline that are in post-production. And I'm getting them sorted out to a point where I can feel comfortable diving into episode 2. So I can kind of thrash episode 2 out in a month. And then, I'm also working on, getting as many of these videos recorded as possible so that I can spend more time thinking about the film and focusing on scripts and stuff like that. Because I think episode 2 I want to be a bit more scripted and tell more self-contained stories and build up a world around Jonny Mozza, right? And I think that would be a lot more fun than putting all my eggs into this one feature film basket, because I'm so dedicated to this idea of being a feature film, because I'm really into folk filmmaking and stuff like that. If I want to do a folk film, let's do something else for a folk film. We'll make a feature film just to show that it can be done. But I feel like with doing this Jonny Mozza thing, it got to a point where I was trying to make it a feature film just so that I could say that I'd made it a feature film. And I feel like that's just arrogance and ego getting in the way, and I would rather strip all of that back, because there's enough arrogance and egotism within Jonny Mozza, the character, as is, right? And I don't need to go adding to that. And I think it would be more fun to develop this character over a longer period of time and kind of treat him as a bit of like a rock and roll Partridge, a little bit more Saxondale in that kind of regard. If you've ever seen the TV series Saxondale, it's about this guy who I think he was like a touring tech. Like, he helped out with like instruments and like restringing guitars and like all the amps and stuff like that. And he would go on tour with big bands like Queen and stuff like that back in the day. And now he's in his like late 40s, early 50s. He's got a girlfriend and he's living out in Stevenage in some new build shitty house. And he's got this yellow Mustang that's like his pride and joy. And he's just a miserable twat. and he's really cynical about stuff, and he's really entertaining about how he goes about it. So I like the idea of Jonny Mozza being a bit of a younger version of that, like a bit more spunk to him and a bit more like eagerness to get angry and stuff like that, and more willing to take extreme risks and that kind of thing. As I was making the film as well, there were so many aspects to Jonny Mozza's character that I feel like I wasn't able to explore fully. Like his alcoholism, for instance. Jonny Mozza drinks a lot through the film, but in the film so far, it's just kind of like, that's just what he does. It's not like we're exploring that in any thematic way. So maybe there'd be an episode dedicated to that kind of thing, an episode more dedicated to the open mic side of things, you know, an episode more about his like private life and his couch surfing and that kind of thing, and his influences and his friends. And there's just more of a world that I want to explore. I want to send him on tour. I want him to have to cope with his alcoholism. I want him to make a fool of himself. I want him to make some strange enemies and feel under threat. I want to do some sitcom-y plots. I want to have some fun with it, you know, because I like the basic, simple sitcom. I like that. I get a kick out of that kind of thing. I'm not particularly like a kino cinephile fucking guy in that sort of regard. If I had like infinite resources to make a film, I wouldn't be making like an Inception. I'd probably make like Alan Partridge, Alpha Papa, or something like that, or like I don't know, The Hangover, but if it was good, that kind of thing. That's what I would do. If I had that money, I would make some balls to the wall funny comedy, or I would do a schlocky horror as well. I'd like to do one of those as well. Maybe that's what the folk film will be. We'll do a schlocky horror with a lot of style, an awful lot of style to it. And yeah, and that's just kind of the idea. And I wanted to make a video just making this public, because I think in every single video I start them off by saying, "Hey up everybody, my name's Joshua Morrison, director of Jonny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence." Director of Jonny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence. People ask what Jonny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence is, and I've been saying it's a feature film. And I'd like this video to be the checkpoint where it goes from being a feature film to being a TV series. Not even a mini-series, as I said earlier, but just a TV series, and we're working on season 1. Look, I know I'm British, and in Britain we say series. The way I think of it is that the overall, like all of Breaking Bad, for instance, is a series, and then there's season 1 of Breaking Bad, season 2, etc. That kind of thing, right? So series is the overall, and then seasons are what make it up, like songs in an album, that kind of thing. That's how I think of it. And yeah, that's basically how it's going to go going forwards. Episode 1 will probably come out in the next couple months, something like that. And then there'll be a bit of a gap before episode 2. While I get these other projects underway, which are all going to be released to YouTube as well, by the way. I'll probably start a new YouTube channel for them, because it's quite different from this kind of thing. So I'd like to, you know, for the sake of branding, I don't want you to get confused. So I'll start a new YouTube channel for that at a certain point, and keep this one going with the, you know, the regular uploads and that kind of thing. And just because I like entertaining people. I like the idea that people get something out of these videos, and people get something out of anything that I make and put effort into, that I crafted with my own bare hands. I really like that and appreciate it. And I appreciate all your comments and everything like that. And yeah, thank you all very much for being along for the ride in the lead up to Jonny Mozza's episode, Lessons in Confidence. Jonny Mozza's Episodes in Confidence is what it is now. Yeah, so episode 1 will be out at some point, and yeah, look forward to that. Look forward to more of this as well. This isn't going anywhere, this kind of video. And yeah, if you have any thoughts, if you're disappointed that it's not going to be a feature film, I am sorry. Please air your grievances about maybe the fact that you feel like I've been deceptive by calling it a feature film all this time. Even though I thought it was going to be a feature film, I've just changed my mind on it, because I realised that this is a better format for it. That 1 works better for me, and 2 works better for the thing itself. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have a good rest of the day. Take care. Leave your comments below about Jonny Mozza's Lessons in Confidence, what you'd like to see from it. And yeah, watch, by the way, the video is called Introducing ... Jonny Mozza, right? It's one of the first videos uploaded to this channel. If you go on the channel and you go to videos and you search by oldest, it will be like one of the first ones there. And it's got a picture of me like this with a leather jacket on. I need to change the thumbnail. It's a bit of a shite thumbnail. But yeah, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.